I repeat, improves efforts to crack down on fraud and waste in Medicare, strengthening the program for today's and future generations of seniors. To the American Medical Association, the Catholic Health Association, the United Methodist Church, and Voices of America's Children. From A to Z, they are sending a clear message to members of Congress: say yes to health care reform. We have also reached this historic moment because of the extraordinary leadership and hard work and dedication of all of the members of Congress. But I want to especially recognize our esteemed chairs, Mr. Waxman, Mr. Rangel, Mr. Levin, Mr. Miller, Mr. Spratt, Ms. Slaughter, for bringing this bill to the floor today. Let us acknowledge them. And I want to acknowledge the staff of the committees and of the leadership. They have done a remarkable, dazzling us with their knowledge and their know-how. I would like to thank on my own staff Amy Rosenbaum, Wendell Primus, and Archie Siddiqui. And now I want to just close by saying this. It wouldn't be possible to talk about health care without acknowledging the great leadership of Senator Edward Kennedy, who made health care his life's work. In a letter to President Obama before he passed away, he left the letter to be read after he died. Senator Kennedy wrote that access to health care was the great unfinished business of our society. That is, until today. After more of a year of debate, and by the way, the legislation that will go forth from here has over 200 Republican amendments, and while it may not get Republican votes and be bipartisan in that respect, it is bipartisan in having over 200 Republican amendments. Okay? After a year of debate and hearing the calls of millions of Americans, we have come to this historic moment. Today, we have the opportunity to complete the great unfinished business of our society and pass health insurance reform for all Americans that is a right and not a privilege. In that same letter to the President, Senator Kennedy wrote, "What is at stake?" He said, "At stake are not just the details of policy, but the character of our country." Americans will look back on this day on one in which we honored the character of our country and honored our commitment to our nation's founders for a commitment to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. As our colleague John Lewis has said, we may not have chosen the time, but the time has chosen us. We have been given this opportunity. I urge an opportunity to stay right up there with, again, Social Security, Medicare, health care for all Americans. I urge my colleagues and join together in passing health insurance reform, making history, making progress, and restoring the American dream. I urge and I vote. Thank you all very much.